Hello. Senator, I am the wonderful recipient of an absolutely ridiculous malpractice lawsuit. Where I come from, which is South Africa, it's contrary to good morals for a lawyer to receive any amount of damages that is given to a patient in terms of the injury they suffered. In other words, if you lose a leg and you sue somebody who caused you to lose that leg, you get the money that is awarded for losing that leg. The lawyer who represents you, he can charge his fees. Lawyers are not cheap. He charges his bills, his bills are legitimate. The bill gets taxed by the judge who handles the case. In other words, he verifies that the charges are acceptable. I find it ridiculous in America. What ends up happening is the patient suffers and the lawyer prospers, because the patient goes through an extended period of time where they haven't been taken care of, because obviously it's in the lawyer's interest to keep that there so that he can get as big a verdict as possible with the jury as he can. And I think that will largely fix the healthcare system and the problem with lawyers pocketing all the funds.
I agree with you. Thank you for bringing that up. The fact that there's not one thing in the President's bill that would reform these frivolous, abusive lawsuits should tell you something here. Because I had a hospital administrator, a major hospital in South Carolina, say the other day that he could see up to a third of the cost in their system related to medical liability. All the defensive medicine, they say that can cost America $200 billion a year as practice. I mean, this is a real problem. In fact, and to have major healthcare reform and that not to be even allowed on the table just tells you this is not about fixing the problems. It's about something much bigger that we've got to stop. But folks, we're going to have a real physician shortage in a few years. It's already a shortage in rural areas. And if we keep suing our doctors and not paying them enough to see us, the brightest, the best are not going to go into medical school until they're 30 years old and borrow $500,000. No one's going to do that anymore. And so it doesn't matter what kind of insurance you have, if you can't find a doctor, it doesn't help you. And we just have to accept the fact that what we're doing to the healthcare system in this country, we're suing doctors in a way that doesn't make any sense at all. And so I think you heard it better from him. But I've got a real persistent guy here with you. You've got to come up and use this, and you've got a script, so you're probably from Acorn. So
I'm not from Acorn. I'm Dr. Workman from South Carolina. My wife and I practice rural health.